Sorry, Nintendo. Oops.
Put it in your back pocket, not your front pocket. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Empty Chest, Crohnie Gamer with another Let's Talk. This is episode 6, and I'm going to jump in with the new PlayStation VR games for this week. So we had Marvels, which is a platformer game. You're third person. It looks really actiony. I haven't played that one yet, so I'm going to be getting it a Let's Play up real soon. And the second game is Psychonauts VR, which is an excellent game. You guys can check out our Let's Play for that. I'll be playing through the whole game in parts, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. And the big news for PlayStation VR, it looks like Sony has a patent for wireless headset, which kind of leans on their room scale, which is going to be fucking excellent. And the other little bit of PlayStation news I have is PlayStation Vita 2 or Nintendo Switch copy. I don't know. We can talk a little bit about that.
Controversy.
And we have one upcoming game for March 7th, the Darknet for PlayStation VR. And we'll talk a little bit more about that later on. Woo.
All right, so then on to PlayStation news, the PlayStation Network news. On the PlayStation Store, they've got the Critics' Choice sale on right now. Some pretty awesome games coming up on there for like 56% off, so you're going to check that out. We'll talk about that in a second. We got Berserk. What is that one called? That's a big name for this one. Berserk and the Band of the Hawk.
Band of the Hawk.
Yeah, it's a tongue twister. Pixel Story and Night in the Woods. Those are really the only new releases coming out this week for PlayStation. So let's get to it.
So let's talk a little bit about PlayStation Vita 2 or the Nintendo Switch copy. So I've heard from a bunch of people that, or I've seen a lot of videos, I should say, about how the PlayStation is copying the Switch, which I think is total BS. We've already got the Vita, which already has 2 joysticks, so you could almost say that the Switch is copying that.
Yeah.
But they are doing their own things, having things disconnect and whatnot. But I think the Vita 2, I'm hoping they call it that, it looks like they just took everything that everybody had problems with the original Vita and kind of listen to them and put those things in, like being able to, nobody wants a touchpad, nobody gives a fuck about the touchpad, even the Switch. I don't think anybody's going to care about that. The only thing it is good for is selecting games and going through menus, but they shouldn't use it as a gameplay aspect. It never works properly. So what they've done is pretty much took in a DualShock and cut it and put a screen in. So
exactly.
It's exactly
description right there.
Yeah, it's exactly what you want. So this isn't a Nintendo Switch. This isn't, right?
Yeah, they cut out the touchpad and put in a screen.
Yeah,
that's all they did.
Yeah. I'm excited for that. I do own a Vita and I do play it quite a bit. And having the remote play online and being able to play some of those games, it was really good. The only thing it lacked was it wasn't a DualShock. It didn't give me everything I wanted, and I hate touching the touchpad on the back. It never fucking worked right. So I'm excited for the Vita 2. I'm gonna call it that, not the Switch copy. So
yeah, it's really a case of like who's copying who, because like really it's its own thing. It's like all the systems, they all kind of look alike. Everyone, it's just like cars and all other things. Like they're always gonna steal little things from each other. It's different patents. Plus, the Vita 2 was like the date on the patent was like 2015 or something like that. So when was the Switch patented and things like that? There was also similar products that came out before the Switch that the Switch looks quite a bit alike. So who's stealing from who? Who's copying?
Yeah, we talked about that in our old Switch video.
Yeah,
there literally was. It looked like Switch controllers, and you could buy it and you just slide an iPad in it and you can play games the same basic. It looked more like the Switch than the Vita 2's patent looks like. So
yeah, exactly.
We'll see. I hope they do a handheld, because having that handheld was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And it was the graphics and the actual power was stronger than 3DS. 3DS had good games because they know how to do the handheld.
Yeah.
But I think if they would have just actually given us more of a DualShock rather than what they did,
Yeah.
I think they would have been better off.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, and it's not going to be something that you're going to be trying to swap around in different areas, putting it on your TV, anything like that. It's going to be, what I assume it's going to be is just a handheld, just a classic gaming handheld. That's all it's going to be. It's not going to have any, I assume it's not going to have any extra features like a tablet kind of style, anything like that. So.
Oh, like I can draw.
Yeah, like everybody owns smartphones and tablets. We don't need more of those. We just need a handheld gaming system. That's all we need. We've got consoles. We don't need it to connect to the TV. We're okay. Just make a good handheld, reliable handheld that plays good games.
Sony, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Come on, don't drop the ball. I will buy this thing for sure. I will buy it. I had the PSP. I had the Vita. I will buy your next system. And it's going to be awesome. It better be awesome. I'm telling you. So the next thing on the list is the wireless patent.
Yeah.
I am
That's
fucking
good
stoked.
news.
That's good news. That's everybody's biggest complaint about the PlayStation VR is the fucking cable. So you get rid of that cable, you solve everybody's fucking issue.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I hope that there's no latency issues and we don't have any problems with tracking. Which, if they have the room scale, we shouldn't. So you add one more camera, I think we're good.
Yeah. But I mean, like the people complaining about the wire on the headset right now, it shouldn't be that big of an issue because if you've played the Vive, if you've tried the Vive, the cords on that thing are way worse than the VR.
Vive does have the wireless coming out.
Yeah, but like who knows what the cost on that's going to be? Like the Vive itself is like a huge price jump compared to the PSVR. So like
something tells me like the cable, like you know how they disconnect.
Yeah.
That's where you're gonna plug in the wireless. Like they've already thought about that. Like just like they thought about how the PlayStation 4 was gonna connect with the Vita back before, like you know PlayStation 3. Like they already had that all figured out.
Yeah, they're always thinking ahead.
Yeah, they're always thinking ahead. So that cable being where it disconnects would be almost a perfect place to put your little wireless thing with the battery charger and your relay and just slide that bitch in your pocket.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
As
long as there's like a jack for the headphone, because that's the one thing I noticed, like especially with
well, I think it's up higher.
Gameplay and things like that we do. It's like on the cord there, you can plug in your headphones and stuff like that. Like as long as it's not, like I'm pretty sure it's on that section of the wire. So
Yeah, it's right there. So
yeah. Okay, so
it's nice and close.
Yeah, exactly. It shouldn't be an issue.
So it should be good.
Yeah.
It should be good.
Cut the cord. Cut the
Cut
cord.
the cord.
PlayStation.
Cut the
Let's
cord.
go. In this generation too, not the next generation PSVR.
Let this one be compatible.
Yeah, exactly.
That's important.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, is that they've already like almost immediately with the release of the PlayStation VR, they were already talking about the next generation. They were saying that like for people to realize that this is just the beginning of VR and that they're already planning more the next step. So
Hopefully the next generation is a generation away.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, hopefully they bring a bunch of updates to what we've got now and then bring out something not entirely different, but much more improved on the next step.
If they grow too fast, it's going to be like what Sega did.
Yeah.
Where Sega put out all those systems and kind of lost the faith of their customers.
Right.
And nobody wanted to buy the Dreamcast. And
Right.
Dreamcast was so good. I'll say that and I'll say it over and over again.
Yeah.
But not too many people bought it because not too many people had faith in Sega.
Mm-hmm.
And it killed them. They put out too much too fast.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Good. They changed Sonic too much. That's what they did. All right. So what else you got for VR?
Well, that's all I got for VR news. So other than the Darknet coming out, so this Darknet is a game that's available on the Oculus. I think it's on the Vive, and it's kind of a little puzzle game. I don't know a lot about it. It does look like a really interesting game, and those kind of games are always trippy as all hell when you're actually inside. So I'm excited to see what it looks like from the inside of the VR world. But until it comes out, it's pretty soon.
Yeah.
I expect after GDC to get slammed with tons of VR news.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They're gonna try to drown the fucking Switch. I guarantee.
Oh yeah,
It'll be
guaranteed.
stupid. March is gonna be just bombarded with VR fucking shit.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
Oh yeah, but like everyone, like Xbox, PlayStation 5, VR, everyone's just gonna come out and try and like destroy the Switch. Sorry, Nintendo. Oops.
Put it in your back pocket, not your front pocket.
No. All right, so Mervils. What do you know about that?
Well, Mervils is just a platformer. It looks like an old. It kind of reminds me a little bit of how Mario 64 handles, but it doesn't look like it's going to be that good. I don't know a lot about that game because it didn't really interest me that much. I know the PlayStation VR Playroom, the third-person view, the camera, it just moves in such a weird way. It kind of messes with me and makes me sick, so I wasn't too excited to jump into a world like that that's gonna mess my head up. So
yeah, that's also like a very specific kind of genre. It's only for like certain kind of people. Is from what the gameplay and things like that I've seen. It's not, like you said, it's not something that I'm really interested in, but it's made for a specific group.
Yeah, that's it for VR.
I'm sure we're gonna play it. Do you want to talk about Psychonauts, or are you gonna just let them?
Oh no, well you guys can see the Let's Play. Psychonauts is good. I'll link it probably a couple times up here. So I'll pop up in that icon there.
Oh, okay.
I figured out. It's this right here.
That one?
Right here.
That one.
That top corner is where things pop out.
We're gonna make the link work this time, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So on to PlayStation news. So I guess the first one we talk about, like we'll just talk about the few games that were released this week. There was a handful of like RPG puzzle style games, but I mean like there was nothing too eye-catching out there. The few titles that really stuck out to me, the first one was a Pixel Story. It's like a puzzle platform kind of game, sort of a little bit 8-bit kind of graphics, kind of old school graphics, but I don't know. I guess it's got a fairly interesting storyline, things like that. So that's one to check out.
Yeah. It looks really weird.
Yeah, I guess the puzzles it's pretty difficult. Like the difficulty level on this game is pretty high. So if you're looking for a challenge, I'd check out Pixel Story for sure. Next one is Berserk and the Band of the Hawk. I didn't realize this. I thought it was just like an anime RPG kind of hack and slash sort of game, but I looked into the little history of it, and I guess it's actually a manga anime TV series that started in the early 90s. And
everything is.
Yeah, well, yeah, coming out of Japan, everything like that. It was a TV series, and there's some movies. But yeah, so the game itself is it's kind of got like the same kind of feel as like Dark Souls or Neo, that sort of thing, but it's got more of a play of Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah,
like
that's what I got from it. It was like a Dynasty Warriors kind of hack and slash, like a really quick game.
The actual gameplay is Dynasty Warriors, but like the kind of the environment, that sort of thing, is more of like a Neo, that sort of thing. A lot darker, but I guess it's got about like 180 minutes of cinematic movie to go along with it, so there's going to be a lot of storyline with it.
With anime, they're
yeah, exactly. It's exactly what you would expect from an anime style game, and depending, like it looks like a very good game to me, and I'm going to play it for sure, but it kind of got my interest even more because there's the series and the movies and everything like that. There's a lot to it, so I'll probably end up going back and watching a bunch of these things if I can find them. So
just nerd out,
yeah, exactly. Just engross myself in Berserk.
Crunchyroll, right?
Huh?
Go check out the Crunchyroll.
Yeah, and the other one that just came out, Night in the Woods.
That game looks fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, for sure. I pre-ordered it, I downloaded it, and then I didn't play it. Just not enough time in the day.
Those style of games, like I like how they're almost living cartoons.
Yeah.
Like how the South Park game was, the Stick of Truth. Mm-hmm. Like how those games look are just, the art style won't get old.
No.
You know, like it's so artistic, and like the style, it reminds me of how like Super Mario is. like that game was supposed to look like that, and they did a good job of making it look like that.
Right.
Like these games, you're going to be able to fucking return to, and it's not going to look dated because it looks like a cartoon.
Right.
And it looks like it, and it handles like a shit.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to play this game as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna play it. We'll finally get some gameplay over on my channel there.
Yeah, make sure you check out Crohnie Gamer. Go give him a sub. We're gonna be starting to fucking hit up both channels and kind of get lots of content coming over there.
Yeah.
So you're mostly gonna hit up indie games.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and focus more on like indie games, like the hidden gems in the PlayStation Network, that sort of thing. Probably a little bit of PC gaming here and there. We've got, like I said, I got my PC finally built, so we're gonna try and get some Ark gameplay on there, something like that.
We're playing some Ark.
Yeah, we'll get it going. We'll see what happens. Yeah, we'll have 2 channels going here. So, and the last one, I guess Night in the Woods was the last one, but yeah. The Critics' Choice sale on the PlayStation Network. That's they got some crazy titles on there right now for super cheap. Like they've got Dirt Rally VR, which just came out.
Yeah, which I paid too much for.
Yeah, you
should have just been patient. I would have got it.
Yeah, if you didn't pre-order it, if you guys are still waiting to get Dirt Rally VR, it's on sale right now for 47% off.
Yeah, Rocket League,
Yeah.
$13.
Yeah.
That if you guys haven't played that game, it is amazing, and there's a reason why so many people talk about it. It's a fucking good game. So
yeah,
for $13, you can't lose out.
Overwatch, if you haven't played that, that's on sale. You can get your hands on that. What else we got? The entire Witcher 3 series, like the full game with all the DLCs, or if you've already got the game and you don't have all the DLCs, each one of the DLCs is on sale. Another hidden gem, another PlayStation Network game that I think you've got some gameplay on your channel for Inside. Yeah, that's another one of those like really unique art style kind of games.
It's a really indie game.
Yeah.
It's a game that you could probably finish in one sitting, and it is weird. It's a fucking weird game, and the art style is just amazing. It's a good game. It's worth a play. You guys can check it out on the channel. Be the judge.
Yeah, what else we got? We got Street Fighter 5. That's 50% off.
Yeah, and that's VR. Street Fighter 5 will be in VR. I don't know how that's going to work out.
Yeah,
I'm guessing you're going to be watching. I don't think you're going to be first person. That's going to be fucking weird. It's going to be a weird title. I haven't seen lots of visuals on what's going to happen, but
yeah, that's interesting. I wonder how that's going to work.
Yeah,
it's just like if for some reason you guys haven't played any kind of VR yet, like just how realistic and like the feeling you get from characters like being close to you and that sort of thing. Like I can only imagine like if you're in a fighting game, someone's attacking you, like how.
I could only be like I would imagine a spectator.
How much feel you're gonna have to a game like that. It's gonna be something to watch.
That's weird.
Yeah, and Titanfall 2 is on sale again. It's just like that they're not selling enough copies. It was just poor timing for the release. It was a good Battlefield
game.
1 and Call of Duty coming out at the same time. Like Titanfall 2 just kind of fell between the cracks. It is a good game. We played the beta and everything like that. We've played a little bit, but yeah, it's on sale again if you still want to check that out. Like the standard mode or the deluxe edition, that's all on sale. Mortal Kombat XL. Darkest Dungeon, which is another like strategy dungeon crawler, super difficult game. I play it quite a bit, but
played it on the Vita. It's available on the Vita.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's hard.
Yeah, it's very, very hard. It's another really unique art style. It's a JP Love Child kind of story.
That was kickstarted, I think.
Was it?
Yeah. So it had like
it's been out for a while though. It was on PC for a long time, and now it's out on PlayStation. It's been out on PlayStation for like 6 months or something like that.
Restart a lot.
Oh, I've restarted a lot already. What else we got? We got Metal Gear Solid 5. That's on sale, 50% off. We got what else? Fallout 4. If you haven't played that, if you're a crazy person, if you haven't played Fallout 4, just throw your console out because you're not gaming. That's 50% off. What else we got? Titanfall.
You expect to play
Deus Ex,
Fallout
Doom.
4 in VR soon. Yeah. Very soon. Yeah. I hear that they have it fully playable on PC right now. I don't know if it's out, but apparently they're going to bring it over to PlayStation as well. So
yeah,
hopefully soon. Welcome to the Wasteland.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
That'd be so fucking sweet.
I can't wait. And then Doom, both versions, the deluxe or the full standard copy. That's a great game. It's 50% off. I lost myself in the multiplayer for that one. Like I still have to go back and complete the actual campaign of that one because I've just played so much of multiplayer.
I think I got 2 or 3 hours in, and then we just hit multiplayer out.
Yeah, exactly. And I played a ton of that on multiplayer.
First-person shooter.
Yeah. Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, that's on there. Another 65% off. That's a pretty good one. I've seen that on sale quite a bit, though. I don't know. Yeah. I haven't played it at all, but it doesn't seem like the amount of time they keep putting it on sale. I can't see if it was that good a game, really. But I don't know.
People need to get paid.
That's right. Yeah, I think that's all I really got.
That's it. That's episode 6.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for checking it out. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. Take her easy.